Hey all, hope you're doing great. This is Happy. Welcome back to the new coding recipe. In this video, I'm going to share you about form filling using useState, which is a hook in React. So let's dive in. As you can see here, I have my useState, which I already imported from React, and I'm creating some state variables: name, username, password, and mobile. So let me show you the output here. So yeah, as you can see in my React Dev Tools, I have my state, and state. So it don't represent what name that I made, but it just represents as a state variable. So if I type something like ASDF, see, this is the name, and this is the username, and this is the password. And for this, I kept type as number, so I can't give any alphabetical input, but I can give only numbers, as you can see here. So the thing what I'm doing here is I'm giving on change to that. I'm giving the value, which is name, already defined here, username, password. If you want to understand the concept, how and what and why use state, all these things, I already made a video on this. You can check it out in the description and you can know about use state. So at this level, I am using a synthetic event which is on change, and this thing handle name e dot target dot value I'm passing. Even for this thing, I already made a video which is React events and handling functions. You can learn from that also. Yeah, and I'm giving the name, which is value. And for this particular input, I have my handle username thing, and this thing is just setting: set name, set username, set password, set mobile, respective to their functions. In the sense, if I give handle username, it changes set username and changes the username thing and gives the new val, which is username, to this input. If I give a handle password, then it goes to this part and it changes the set password and gives the new password and gives that new password as the val to this particular input. So if you have this thing like lot of fields, and you need not write this much of thing, right? Instead of having or breaking the functions with their respective state variables and with their respective set things, you can make it as an object. So to make it as an object, I have the alternative. So for now, I'll just explain this, which is this part. As you can see, this part, you are able to see my state variables. So if you have an object, what we will do, instead of creating a separate name, username, password, mobile, I'll make a whole object and set as an initial state. So I already have that code. So let me comment this out. All right, I commented this. So I'll uncomment this thing. I already had my setup ready. So I'll uncomment this. Yeah, I should be careful what I'm commenting and what I'm uncommenting, because both behaves in the same way. So yeah, at this level, I have my form object, set form object, use state, and I'm giving the initial value, a JSON object, to my use state, and it stores what, the same thing in my form object. So as you can see, handle state, handle state, handle state. At everywhere, the common thing is handle state, which is one function. And what I'm doing here, I'm passing the key with respect to that particular what input. This input is name, this input is username, this input is password, and this input is mobile number. So I'm sending the key with respect to that particular input, and I'm also passing the e dot target dot value, which the user typed as an input. So I'm passing two params, one is key and one is val. So I'm receiving here key, val. First I'm spreading my form object, then I'm changing the particular key. So if you want to understand this JSON thing, what I'm doing at this level, the square brackets and all these things, dynamically creating keys. So I already made a video on this. You can check out my JSON object video. I'll put this thing in the description. So what I'm doing here, I'm just passing a key and a value. With respect to that, it triggers this handle state. Even at with respect to that, in the sense for everything I gave only one function which is handle state. But what with respect to that is, in the sense, key is very important. Name at here, the same key, username. This is case sensitive, and I'm giving the same thing here. So as you can see my output, so refresh. Okay, there is some predefined set I'm getting as username and password, but I am removing this. As you can see, this is a state and this is an object. Previously it was state variable, state, but at this time only a one state, it's holding an JSON object. So if I type my name, ASDF, okay, that's not my name actually, it's HAPPY, all right, and I'm giving my username happy.arava something. All right, and yeah, password ASDF, mobile number, as I said, I kept what number, so it don't take alphabets. So see, you can see this. And what's this new entry? There is no new entry at all. See, I'm not making that, but React is like showing me if there is something, then I'll modify kind of thing. So you should be very careful about what kind of key that you are passing. By any chance, if you're passing name1, it will create name1, but it don't bother about name. But I'm giving a value name to my input value. See here, form object.name, form object.username as values. Previously, I'm just giving, if you go to this part, previously I'm giving name and username directly because it's own const. But at this level, it's an object, so I need to properly give what key it should be. So form object.key, then it gives the value to this particular input. And now if you see, it behaves a bit weird. So initially I have my name, username, password, mobile. The moment I click name, just because I gave name1 as a key, it creates a name1 as a key and it don't bother about name. So even if I click ASDF, I'm not going to get anything at this level because I'm just passing what? My form object.name as a value to my input. But it's changing at this level, which is name1, and it's not behaving right. So always be careful about your passing keys as a parameter. So at this level, I changed this, and if you see name, yeah, it's targeting perfectly fine. So in this way, you can make your JSON object as the initial state to your useState, and you can target your particular keys and change the values and give them as a value to your inputs. So please go through the links that I provided in the description so that you can understand with more clarity what I am doing here about synthetic event or about useState or about the JSON object thing what I'm doing. So if there is any kind of opinion with the explanation what I did, there is something for you in the end clip, and that's it.
Hope you enjoyed the coding recipe, and the things that I have shared are completely opinionated. If there is any modification or improvement, please drop it down in the comment section so I will learn from them. We all can cook happy codes. And don't forget to call the YouTube API by clicking on the subscribe button, and make those two boolean values to true by clicking on the like icon and the bell icon. And thank you again. We all cook happy codes.